My number one aim for my opening was to build up tension right from the start, as tension is one of the main themes in horror movies. I started this off with the music, being the only sound the audience can hear, and not something particularly distinguishable. This is similar to the beginning of 28 Days Later, where they also have confusing music featured. At the start, the audience feel very comfortable, as the two girls are together, and so not much can happen to them. I've also decided to involve a lot of shaky handheld shots to foreshadow, possibly, what is to come. My first stalker shot occurs just after Megan is left alone. The fact it is from behind a plant builds up tension as the audience realise, along with Megan, that she is being watched. I then begin to add in more and more stalker shots as Megan gets further away from civilization, again building tension. The fact that the stalker shots come from everywhere could suggest that the stalker is not human, or that perhaps Megan is imagining being watched. But later on, the audience realise this is not the case. I chose to film with barbed wire in the focus, as it connotes to danger. This also links to my genre of horror. I then blurred two walking shots together to show the transition of time and that Megan is moving further and further away from people and civilization and safety. Once Megan is in the woods, I used a few eyeline matches, which my audience commented on and said looked artistic and were very clever. I then begin to shorten the shot lengths to add to the suspense and show more angles of Megan's fear. The hand-to-wall shot was a special shot from my music video, which I chose to then use again as it was a very successful shot, as commented on for my GCSE coursework. The bunker Megan discovers was used to add tension, as the audience question whether something is lurking there and what she may find. Megan then falls over, which may worry the audience, as it makes her even more vulnerable for a short second, as she cannot run away. This is similar to movies such as Psycho, where the protagonist is trapped in the shower, and so cannot run when the killer moves towards her. I chose to add more POV shots from the stalker to bring the tension to a climax. The closer my protagonist gets to the haunted house, the more I try to build up the shots, music, and tension, so that overall, my horror begins to get more and more frightening. I then ended on a sharp, unsteady zoom into Megan's face, known as a crash zoom, to a close-up, suggesting that she may have seen something or been captured, or that perhaps she is about to be killed. Crash zooms are famously used in Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and Snatch. After this, I leave it on a cliffhanger and reveal the title, so that the audience question what has happened to her, and instead are left to wonder. Taking my audience research into consideration, cliffhangers are incredibly popular and create a lot of tension in horror movies.